If you hit these 5 milestones, your money starts working for you, even while you sleep. Imagine waking up to see your bank account grow without doing anything. This isn't a dream. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what steps create true financial freedom. Watch until the end because the last milestone surprises even seasoned investors. Passive income is no longer a luxury, it is a necessity in today's volatile economy. Most people rely solely on a single paycheck, and that dependency keeps them stuck in a cycle of trading time for money. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. That is a dangerous position to be in. I have studied passive income strategies that consistently work for everyday people, and today I will break them down into 5 milestones anyone can achieve. These aren't just numbers on a screen, they are the keys to reclaiming your time and your life. Milestone 1 is the first $500 per month. While it might sound small, this is arguably the most significant step in your entire journey because it represents a proof of concept. Small wins create the momentum you need to keep going when things get difficult. At this stage, you are proving to yourself that earning money outside of a traditional job is possible. You might achieve this through dividend stocks, where established companies pay you a portion of their profits just for holding their shares. Alternatively, you could look into side hustles with recurring revenue, such as a small niche blog or micro investments in real estate crowdfunding platforms. The key here is to focus on one income stream and automate it as much as possible. Don't try to do everything at once. Once you see that first $500 hit your account without you having to punch a clock, your mindset shifts. You realize that if you can make 500, you can make 5,000. This tiny win is the foundation of all wealth building. But don't get comfortable yet, because the next milestone scales this small success into life-changing money. Milestone 2 is reaching $2,000 per month in passive income. This is where you experience a massive psychological and financial shift. For many people, $2,000 a month covers a significant portion of their basic living expenses, such as a mortgage, car payments, or groceries. This is the point where your passive income starts to replace part of your salary, giving you a level of breathing room you've likely never felt before. To get here, you might need to look at larger scale passive income strategies. This could include owning a rental property that generates consistent monthly cash flow, or creating and selling automated digital products like online courses or ebooks that sell while you sleep. The secret to hitting this milestone faster is to reinvest part of your first milestone earnings. Instead of spending that initial $500 on a new gadget or a fancy dinner, put it back into your investments. This creates a compounding effect that accelerates your progress. Once you hit $2,000, the game changes completely. You start to see a path where work becomes optional rather than mandatory. However, most people stall here because they get distracted by their newfound comfort. If you can push past this plateau, you enter the realm of true lifestyle design. Milestone 3 is the $5,000 to $10,000 per month range. This is the major life impact zone. When you are bringing in $10,000 a month passively, you have the ultimate freedom to reduce your working hours, quit a toxic job, or invest even more aggressively into your future. This milestone is usually reached by diversifying your income streams and leaning heavily into compounding effects. You might have a mix of stock dividends, rental income, and perhaps a high traffic website or a YouTube channel that generates ad revenue. At this stage, the focus shifts from building to managing and optimizing. Actionable advice for this level is to diversify now and automate wherever possible. You don't want to build a passive business that actually requires 40 hours of your time every week. Use software, hire virtual assistants, or use property management companies to ensure your income remains truly hands-off. If you think this level of freedom is good, wait until we discuss Milestone 4. This one transforms your lifestyle entirely and moves you into the top tier of earners globally. Milestone 4 is $20,000 to $50,000 per month. This is the milestone that allows for true financial independence and generational wealth. At this level, you aren't just covering your bills, you are funding a lifestyle of total choice. You can travel the world, support charities, or invest in massive opportunities that were previously out of reach. Achieving this usually requires scalable online businesses, large-scale investment portfolios, or high-end real estate holdings. You might also be receiving significant royalties from intellectual property or owning a business that is run entirely by a management team. Most people stop at $10,000 because they feel they have enough. But pushing further is a game changer because it provides a massive safety net. Think of a person who built a software as a service company. Initially, they did all the coding and support. By the time they hit Milestone 4, they have a team handling the operations, and the profit margins are high enough to weather any economic storm. This level of income provides a buffer against inflation and market crashes that lower tier milestones simply cannot match. It's about more than just buying luxury items. It's about the absolute security of knowing your family is set for life. Finally, we reach milestone 5, financial freedom at $100,000 or more per month. This is the ultimate milestone where your passive income fully supports not just your lifestyle, but any choice, venture, or security measure you could ever imagine. This is the realm of historical success stories and elite investors. At this stage, your primary focus is no longer making money, but preserving it and deciding how to use your influence. Here, your mindset shifts completely. Time becomes your most valuable asset because you have more money than you could ever reasonably spend. You are no longer working for a paycheck. You are working on projects that fulfill you. Whether it's starting a foundation, mentoring others, or investing in moonshot technologies, this milestone gives you the power to live life entirely on your terms. This level of wealth is often achieved through a combination of all the previous strategies, scaled to their absolute limit. It requires a long-term vision and the discipline to keep your assets growing even when you have already won the game. This milestone isn't just about the numbers on a bank statement. It's about the total liberation of the human spirit from financial worry. To recap, the journey to financial freedom through passive income happens in 5 distinct stages. It starts with milestone 1, the first $500 per month, which proves the system works. Milestone 2 is $2,000, where you start replacing your salary and covering life's essentials. Milestone 3 brings you to $5,000 to $10,000, offering you the freedom to walk away from jobs that don't serve you. Milestone 4 scales to $20,000 to $50,000, providing deep security and luxury. And finally, milestone 5 is the $100,000 plus mark, representing total life mastery. You need consistency to take basic next moves. Go for one goal first. Don't get overwhelmed by the $100,000 target. Focus on the first $500. Select a passive income strategy, dividend investment, digital products, or real estate. Concentrate, automate, and track your progress monthly. Momentum is your best wealth building friend. As little quantities of money start coming in, your confidence will rise and larger targets will seem more realistic. These markers lead to financial independence. Each requires a more disciplined, educated, and long-term you. Passive income is about using your energy wisely today so you can own your time tomorrow. Please share your first goal here. The first $500 to show the notion, or replacing your full-time salary. Sharing your goals holds you accountable and links you to people like you. My next video dives into the best performing investments this year to help you reach milestone 2 faster and start replacing your primary income. Wealth creation is changing with the world. Don't rely on an outdated, insecure model. To never miss a deep dive into how to make your money work harder, like, subscribe, and press the bell button. Today is the start of your journey to absolute freedom through passive income. Maintain the plan, be patient, and build. Your future self will appreciate your current efforts. You started your success journey by watching this. See you next time.